Namaste, viewers. Welcome to Gnana channel. We'll go through a series of videos, maybe about 10 or 11 series, explaining the Jagadguru Ādi Śaṅkarācārya's Daśaślokī, 10 stanzas, as a series of 10 shlokas. So these this Daśaślokī, what is the answer to the most important question in life? That is what it is about. These shlokas are about. And it's not what is your name, it's not where do you live, it is not what you do, all those things. It is a much deeper question. The important question in life is who you are, who are you? Almost every one of us, would answer by giving our name, our profession, our nationality, our relationships. Like I am so and so, I'm the son of so and so, like this. I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher, I'm a parent, like this, all those things. I'm an engineer. But are these really our true identity? According to the great sages of India, these are only temporary labels. They are not permanent. They keep changing throughout our lives. Our body changes, our thoughts change, our emotions change, our professions, which we practice, they change. Of course, in few cases it may not change, but most of the cases, our professions or the levels of our profession, they change. Even our social roles also, they keep changing. Yet something within us never changes. What is it that? Which is that which is unchanging? This is the very question that lies. This is the core of this Vedanta, heart of Vedanta, and it is beautifully answered in a very profound way in the compositions of Jagadguru Ādi Śaṅkarācārya. The Daśaślokī means 10 verses. 10. Dasha means 10, and then Shloka is verses. Although it has got only 10 shlokas, this is considered one of the most brilliant summaries of Advaita Vedānta ever composed. Every word has been carefully chosen. Every shloka points directly towards one goal, the realization of one true self, like that it goes. Ādi Śaṅkarācārya declares that our real nature is not the body, not the mind, not the senses, not even the ego that constantly say I am, I and mine, and like this. Our real nature is Atman, pure consciousness. It is eternal, it never takes birth, it never dies, it cannot be destroyed, it is beyond the limitations. And this way, Atman is none other than that Brahman. This very Atman is none other than this Brahman, the infinite reality spoken of in the Upanishads. The world that we experience with its countless names, forms, pleasures, pains, successes, failures, gains, losses, everything is experienced through what he calls it as Māyā, the power that makes the one appear as many. But behind all this diversity, there shines the same indivisible consciousness. The Upanishads, they repeatedly declare that the one who realizes this truth becomes free from sorrow. Atma vidharati shokam. The knower of that self crosses beyond all sorrow. This is what it says. The Daśaślokī is not but an invitation to discover this truth for ourselves. There's a beautiful story behind these 10 shlokas. Daśaślokī is one of the most inspiring episodes in the life of Ādi Śaṅkarācārya. As a young boy living in Kerala, Kaladi, the present Kerala, he was once bathing in the river Purna when a crocodile suddenly caught hold of his leg. Realizing that the death seemed imminent, he requested his mother to permit him to embrace sannyasa, to take up sannyasa, the life of complete renunciation. With a heavy heart, she gave her consent. The moment Shankara accepted sannyasa, inwardly, the crocodile released him. Whether one views this incident as a historical event, a divine miracle, or a symbolic teaching, its a spiritual message is very profound. The crocodile can only, and it can also represent the powerful grip of the worldly attachments, while renunciation symbolizes freedom from bondage through spiritual awakening. Having survived, Shankara fulfilled his promise to his mother and set out in search of a realized guru who could formally initiate him to this ancient, what is that called as sannyasa tradition, monastic tradition. After a long journey across India, he reached the banks of the sacred river Narmada, where the great sage Sri Govindapadacharya was absorbed in deep meditation inside a isolated cave. Shankara approached the master with humility. Govindapadacharya slowly opened his eyes and asked just one question: "Who are you?" This is the story. For most people, this would require only a few words. They would say, "I am such and such a person, father is such and such, I am from this like," and all those things. But for Shankaracharya, this question was not about his personal identity. It was an invitation to reveal the truth. Instead of saying his name, his family, his village, his caste, Shankara spontaneously responded with 10 extraordinary verses describing the real self, the self that is beyond body, mind, then senses, intelligent, ego, and every worldly identity. Those 10 immortal verses became known as Daśaślokī. It was during the introduction, when he went to this Govindapadacharya. These 10 immortal verses became known as Daśaślokī. The Guru immediately recognized that the young seeker who is in front of him, was no ordinary student. He saw in Shankara the signs of a great self-realizing boy and joyfully accepted him as his disciple, formally initiating him into the sacred lineage of this Advaita Vedānta. So, the thing is, why should we study this Daśaślokī today? Today, we live in an age of constant activity. We are surrounded by endless information, endless choices, and endless distractions. We identify ourselves with our achievements. We identify ourselves with our possessions, our appearance, and even with opinions that keep changing. Yet, despite all our progress, many people continue to search for lasting peace. The Daśaślokī very gently reminds us that the peace we seek is not something to be acquired from outside. It is our own true nature. We are at peace. The The purpose of these 10 verses is not merely to teach philosophy. Their purpose is transformation. They encourage us to turn inward to inquire sincerely, who am I? Am I merely this changing body? Am I my thoughts? Or am I my emotions? Or am I the eternal witness in whose presence all these come and then go? As we reflect deeply on these questions, the teachings of the Daśaślokī begin to unfold, not merely as ideas, but as living wisdom. That is why this small composition has inspired seekers, monks, scholars, and spiritual aspirants for centuries. In the episodes that follow, we shall study each verse carefully, understand its deeper meaning, and discover how these timeless teachings can illuminate our own lives. So may Jagadguru Ādi Śaṅkarācārya bless us with clarity, discrimination, and steadfastness on the path of self uh, acknowledge. May his words remove one darkness of ignorance and reveal the radiant truth that has always been shining within us. Om Tat Sat. Please watch the upcoming videos for the details of these shlokas one by one. We will try to find out the meaning of these shlokas in a more deeper and then from all different angles. Thank you for engaging with this video. Please like, share, and then subscribe to my channel. Please post your comments in the comment box. Thank you, viewers.